Sorry, we're not open yet. Oh, Neil, you've come very early today. Is there anything I can help you with?
There is definitely something that you can do.
What is it? I'm not mating with you.
Can we work here?
Excuse me? What?
Is it possible for us to work here?
What? Why?
We have learned something precious since we first arrived here.
You need money, don't you?
Communication is very important on Earth. And Earthlings communicate in very complicated ways. It blows our mind to learn that you need to mix between verbal and nonverbal communication here.
Yes, but I can see that your communication skill has improved an awful lot since you arrived.
That is true. But it is not enough. Some of the biggest lessons about Earthlings that we have learned, we learned them from here. It makes us think. Instead of focusing on finding a breeding partner, we should focus on learning how to communicate with Earthlings properly.
I mean, sounds like a good strategy.
That is why we ask you to allow us to work here.
Because you want to interact with our customers?
That is correct.
I'm not sure about this. Neil, normally if you're applying for a job on Earth, you have to go through certain processes before you finally get the job, if you get it at all.
Oh.
Let me think this over, if you don't mind, and I'll let you know tomorrow.
Oh no. We are sorry for our spontaneity, but it has to be today.
May I know why?
Because we are leaving for an event tomorrow.
So you plan to work for, like, one shift? Okay. We're just gonna stare at one another. Okay.
Thank you.
But with one condition. You won't be making any drinks. I'll handle that. Once I'm done, you will give the cup to the customer.
Understood.
There are other things you need to keep in mind.
What is that?
Dealing with the customers. Some people come here just to chill. They might just come here for a drink, or work, or to read something. I strongly suggest you just let them be. But always be prepared if they want to talk about anything.
How can we know whether people want to be left alone or not?
Well, that won't be easy, but you'll be able to judge based on their body language.
Non-verbal signs?
Yes.
That will be very hard for us.
Indeed. Don't worry. I'll give you a sign. When you should start talking. Or when you should stop.
Thank you. We will need that so much.
Well, that's basically all you need to do here.
Do we need a special outfit to do the job?
I would have said yes and seen what he could do. Not really. I'll lend you an apron, though, to help keep your suit clean, and to differentiate you from the customers. You don't really need more than differentiation, but it will make you look more legit for the job.
That is a very Earthling thing to do.
It is. Alright then. Are you ready for this?
We are.
Okay. Let's start the night.
Welcome.
Holy wow. What the hell is happening?
Good evening, Miss Freya.
Hey, Locum. What's going on here? Well, Neil is working here tonight. And I thought I was the one who brought bad news. I never thought this place would be ground zero for an alien invasion. It's not that. Neil is just helping out. You never look like someone who needs help. There are a few things to clarify, Miss Freya. Oh, wait, Neil. I'm not used to this.
First, our mission was never about conquering Earth. In fact, it is the other way around. Second, judging from the situation, we are actually the person who is getting help from the barista. Not the other way around.
What?
We have learned some things since we arrived, and we came to the conclusion, before starting another breeding mission, we should learn more about Earthlings and how they communicate. We thought this place was the best place to learn.
And you agreed to this? On one condition, I make the drinks. Neil will only be here to serve and communicate.
Fair trade.
What's in it for you, then? What? You're helping them here. What do you get in return? Now that you mention it.
If there's anything you want from us, please do not hesitate to ask.
Don't mention it. Well, maybe you can be my next story. I can write an article about your work here, Freya. If I can still need to write for the paper again. What happened?
The chief found out.
Oh. Is that why you didn't come in yesterday?
Yes.
How did she find out? You remember my fateful meeting with the higher-up? In the elevator?
Yes.
The same thing happened with my chief. They met each other in the lift, and the higher-up mentioned our encounter to her. The chief called me in her office, and things went downhill from there. She realized immediately that it was the reason for my poor performance lately. She didn't like it, of course. I'm sorry to hear that. What are you gonna do now?
Write the goddamn novel, I guess.
And after that?
Hope that it sells well. If not, I don't know. We do not understand what is really happening, Miss Freya. But we feel the immense sadness and frustration you feel. How about a warm cup of drink? It is on the house.
Neil, stop talking. You allowed to do that?
We will pay for the drink.
How the hell are you? You ain't even paid for your own drink. No, it's okay. It's on the house. That was a nice thing to do, Neil.
That was the best thing to do according to our senses.
Yeah, it was.
So, what do you want to drink, Miss Freya?
Your favorite.
Our favorite?
Anything. I trust you with the decision. What should I make? Seriously. Should I make the usual? Like espresso. Moo Challenge Buzz. Okay, I'm trying to understand her. Moo Challenge Buzz. Okay, I think I understand this. Milk. I don't understand challenge. Buzz, I understand, is honey. I mean, it is a C word. Okay, cinnamon. That's what I figured. Okay, and then buzz. Alright, something new, Freya. You enjoy. What the hell is this bedchamber? Ma'am, are we trying to drug her, or what?
Here is your drink. Especially crafted by the owner of the coffee shop.
Well, who else is gonna brew it? Thank you so much for this. I always wondered why your place only served hot drinks. But today, I might have an idea why. I don't understand. How far along are you with the novel? I can prepare the draft in a few days, I think. Now that I don't really need to care about other deadlines. And if I manage to infuse some coffee and creativity into my blood, that sounds doable. Even without the caffeine infusion.
Excuse me, Miss Freya? We have learned extensively about Earthlings' bodies, about all the races, and we do not think infusing your blood with coffee will be advisable.
Neil, shut up! This is a dream of mine. You know, you just slap that bad boy in my arm and just pump it. I'm sorry, Neil. I'm not really in the mood for this sort of conversation.
It was just...
Neil. Freya wasn't serious about infusing herself with coffee. I am.
Oh. We are glad to hear that then.
That was just a figure of speech, Neil.
Ah, we have to learn about that term. It is still very hard to understand your language.
It will always be hard. Languages will keep on changing, unfortunately.
Understood. At least we are here now to learn the basics of how Earthlings communicate. Miss Freya, if we may ask.
Ask away.
How fast do you ride?
Not fast enough, apparently.
Do you... have numbers?
Numbers?
How many words do you produce per day?
I don't think I ever have the exact number, but full-time, I should be able to write between 3,000 and 5,000 words per day. Now, that's a lot. No, it's not. No, it's not. You need to sit down. That's raw. After that, I need to edit it. I usually end up with about half of what I originally wrote.
According to our research, the standard number of words for the thing you need to write is between 50 and 100,000.
That's right. But for this draft, I don't need to write that much.
That is a pleasant information to hear. How many words do you need to write?
Let's see. Figuring it's a rough draft, probably 10,000, give or take. I think it should be around 15,000 words. Yep, I was right. That's pretty big for a pitch draft. Well, it's a GRA media, the biggest publisher around.
If we count based on the number of words, it seems like you will be able to achieve your target easily.
I wish. Writing isn't only about the number of words, Neil. It requires things outside the mere word count. If we only judged writers by their ability to write a large number of words, then we wouldn't have poetry or short stories.
That is pretty hard to understand, but we have learned forehand that art is a difficult matter, even for Earthlings.
Yep.
Earthlings seem to have a fascination for things which are hard to understand, from languages to art.
Right again. But you're not wrong about writing, you know. Word count is one of the few things you can objectively judge a story by. It's not the most important thing, but it's still up there.
So it is still a valid parameter?
Definitely.
Cool!
That didn't sound at all like you, Neil. I guess you really are learning something on Earth.
Oh, another guest. Good evening, Miss Myrtle.
Listen, just don't ask. What do you want to drink? I won't even ask. Yeah, no, don't. Except for one thing. Who's making the drinks? I'm the one responsible for that. Good. Coffee with a little bit of ginger, please. Okay, so coffee with a little bit of ginger. I'm just gonna go with, like, coffee, a little bit of ginger. Very interesting. I'm gonna have to try it, maybe. Tubruk.
Your order is ready.
Not bad. Thanks.
You are welcome. What brings you here today, Miss Myrtle?
Psst, Neil! Some people come to a coffee shop just to sit without being disturbed.
Oh, that definitely seems to fit Miss Myrtle's visits.
Actually, I'm not here to just sit without being disturbed. Oh, pardon us. I was just training Neil how to talk with the customers here. I can see that you're still trying to get laid.
Oh, no, we are not. We are tasked with learning how Earthlings communicate with each other.
Yeah, that's a step in the right direction. One suggestion, if you want to blend in with us, stop using such formal language. Start talking the way we talk. Start listening the ways we listen. Which, essentially, is not really listening at all. Okay, Neil, just ignore what she just said.
That would be very difficult to achieve, but we will try, step by step.
Day by day, yeah, now the cue of the song. One small step for you. Maybe one giant leap for your kind.
That was nicely said, Miss Freya. By the way, Miss Myrtle, now that we know you are not here for your usual activities, are you here for someone then?
Yeah.
Oh, is it Aqua?
Uh-huh.
What's the occasion?
No special occasion. It's just... You can hear the squish.
I'm sorry. I'm late. I was supposed to leave early, but... What is this?
I'm sorry?
What is happening here?
Are you okay? What the actual hell is going... God, I have to try reading this. Okay.
I already told the barista to call the cops when he was eating. He was going to do the... Where's Locum?
Miss Aqua, please relax. I'm here.
Oh, you're safe.
Yes, everything is fine. What?
Okay. Please let me take a breath.
Here. Please drink this water. I'm so confused. Feeling better now? Even though that's not really water, but okay.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Eh.
It is alright, Miss Aqua. Everyone has been surprised to see me here today. What are you doing here anyway? We are starting to think we might need to make a recording for the answer to this question. You don't have to tell me if you don't want to. It's no problem, Miss Aqua. It is time for our break anyway. So, here is the deal.
Wait, who said you get a break? Seriously.
That's,
oh wait, no.
That's really interesting. Very nice of you to do this, Locum.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's nothing really.
But do you really think one day is enough to learn everything? Definitely not. But we do not want to disturb this place's business for any longer.
As if this place cares about business. Hey, I will kick your ass.
Besides, we want to travel around the planet more. This coffee shop is a good start. But we cannot limit ourselves to just this place. Where do you want to go after this? Coachella.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, I'd love to see you at a Coachella. What? What are you going to do at a Coachella?
According to our research, there are many breedings happening during Coachella. That is why we decided that the event will be our next target.
Well, you're not wrong. But didn't you say the baby has to be born out of love?
Yes, we noticed that. But we also noticed that we need to know a lot more about Earthlings, including the breeding manners, which is what we will be studying in Coachella, After all, we will be very ready to breed with so many female Earthlings.
I shouldn't say this, but hell, that sounds like the best plan you've had since you got here.
We know. We also surprised ourselves. But please, Miss Freya, let us stop talking about our plan. We work here today. First, let us return to our spot behind the counter. So, our discussion with Mr. Myrtle has stopped abruptly.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. What are you two doing here?
It's nothing, we're just friends, you know?
We just want to hang out and talk about work. Listen, I think Aqua has a thing for you. We both work in the same field, remember?
Yes, that's it. I don't have much experience in game development, you see.
I thought your research was in computer graphics.
Yes, but I never made a game from scratch before, and I always was a bystander. So I've been asking Myrtle for feedback from time to time. Today I wanted to thank her directly, but she arrived first, so I couldn't buy her a drink.
Never mind that. I'd refuse it anyway.
But
wait, do you want to thank her directly? Does it mean you're done with the game?
Excuse me, Miss Freya. It should be your, not your.
Dude, it's words out of her mouth. This isn't grammar class. Oh, so you're correcting my grammar now, huh? It was a slip of the tongue, okay? I'm sorry. How did you even pick up on that anyway? It's not like what I'm saying is written down anywhere. I won't tell her if you don't.
We just know.
Back to you, Aqua. So, you're... I feel like she'd be smart ass enough to do it. You are done with your game?
There's quite a lot of things I need to polish and fix, but players can enjoy the experience from start to finish.
What kind of feedback do people give you for the video game? That depends on the game, but in Aqua's case, most of my advice was about pacing, control, UI, UX. It must be fun to have finished working on your creation.
It surely removed some of the weight on my chest, just to replace it with another weight.
You mean there's still more to come after you're done? I'm not done with my book. I just lost my job. And if I can't finish this draft on time, I'm done. And even after all that, it doesn't sell well. I'm even more done. Doubly done?
I'm sorry to hear that, Miss Freya, but please be more confident.
I'm even starting to doubt myself.
I've read some of your short stories, you know. After our first meeting, I subscribed to the Evening Whispers app, and then I read some of the stuff you made. You're really good, you know. Some of them are better than others, but it's still an enjoyable experience to read them. So I'm excited to check out your book once it's done.
Yeah, you're too kind, Aqua.
What you're going through, it's more or less the same as what Myrtle's going through, so I'm sure you'll both be fine.
You don't have to talk about it in front of other people.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that sharing is caring, you know?
Okay. Thank you for helping me share with other people.
I really am so sorry.
I know, I said thanks already. Right?
But you put so much emphasis on share. That's sarcasm, I know that.
Aqua. I'm sorry if I sounded that way, but yeah, I kinda get what you're dealing with. Although it's a bit different from me. What's your problem? Burnout? God, do I feel that. I've been working on something for 2 years straight. Just 2 years? Those are rookie numbers. I need you to step that shit up. Come on now. But no one outside the office knows that. And those who do don't seem to appreciate it at all. Oh, I feel that. I thought Full Metal Conflict had a new game every 2 years. Yes, I don't really work on them. Not directly.
So what do you work on?
A secret project. I'll tell you under friendier, okay?
Alright. I'm not with the paper anymore, anyway.
I'm part of a special team. We're tasked with making a breakthrough in the studio. We need to be able to make a prototype for a new IP, or worst case, another FMC game in a different genre.
Isn't that a dream job for some people?
That's what I thought, at first. You're a writer, right? Imagine being a writer, but you can't publish anything you write for years.
Yeah. Basically, you know, you're nobody. You're literally and figuratively a nobody. That doesn't sound like a pleasant situation at all.
My team has been making pitches, dozens of them, hundreds, thousands. Out of all those countless pitches, only a handful got approved for prototyping. And so far, none of the prototypes have been approved.
Ouch.
There's only 7 of us on the team. The 7 samurai. That's what they said.
So you haven't released anything for the last 2 years?
Sometimes our team works to support others. Then, when they're going through a crunch cycle, they need to hit an almost impossible target, we jump in.
No wonder you folks were considered the 7 samurai.
I guess, yeah.
By the way, Myrtle, I just realized...
What?
Usually developers get their vacation time after finishing a project, right?
More or less, yeah.
When was the last time you had a vacation?
If she's like me, never. Before I joined the company, I guess.
Like 4 years ago.
Uh-huh.
Dude, no wonder you're so burned out. Ah. Yeah. Yes, that's why. You need a vacation.
I just can't take one.
You can. In fact, you will do it tomorrow.
But tomorrow is...
I'm not done yet. You will take it tomorrow, and the day after, and another day after off.
But what should I go?
Don't worry, I'll take care of that.
You will?
I'm going with you for this long weekend vacation. Okay, I know it.
What about Max West?
That's not this weekend. Forget about it for now.
Hey, okay. But I can't do it tomorrow. What about starting Friday? It's still a long weekend getaway, right?
Alright. Oh, I'm so excited.
Wow, Aqua. You look like a different person.
Really? I'm sorry.
Don't be.
Okay, it's settled then. I need to go home now and prepare for our getaway.
I'll come with you.
To my apartment?
No, we'll walk together to the bus stop, just like last time.
Oh, okay then. Everyone see you next week, okay?
Have fun. Take care out there.
May you find joy during your vacation.
Yeah, don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Just gonna let this sit there with that for a minute.
Okay, see you folks later.
Vacation, huh? You definitely need one, Freya. I know, but not now. I gotta finish this draft first.
As we have said before, you can do it, Miss Freya.
Thanks, Neil. Anyway, you gonna close anytime soon? Depends. Why? I'm in the mood for some writing. Then please, take your time. Are you sure? Do you want another drink to be going on with? Still in the house. I definitely won't say no. The Grinch. Green. Spicy. And not everyone's cup of tea. That's me during the holidays. Friday, October 2nd. The Evening Whispers is with the people for stricter gun laws.
A new, healthier Fury sedative might be available sooner. Action video game rising hell blamed for violence in school. Nothing ever changes when it comes to that, does it? Hold on, I'm gonna read this shit real quick. We haven't checked our phone in a while. So we got 2 new drinks, okay. And then so I think we read up until, so yesterday was the 1st, right? So I think we read up until then the last time. So The Only Reason How to Fly by Freya. It happened again. I told her as I exhaled smoke. What? I took the train once to get here and fell in love twice. Not this again, she sighed, looking like she wanted to stub her own cigarette on my face. I just can't help it. She said nothing. It's way easier, seeing someone from afar, letting your imagination roam as you daydream about he or she lives, ignoring the fact that what you see is not the way they really are. It's way easier. You can't keep doing this to yourself. You know you need something real. I mean, this might be a stupid suggestion, but you're still using that dating app, right? Try to be more open-minded while you use it. I agree. Good. I agree that it was a stupid suggestion. She looked pissed. I couldn't blame her. It's not like it was the first time we talked about this. In fact, this conversation tended to happen around once a season. You need to stop overthinking. Go out, stop putting impossible expectations on people. You know I can't do that. I've tried. I get overexcited at any opportunity. And how's that served you so far? No, I was the one who said nothing. I'm afraid, I said. Of what? Of what will come later. I'm afraid that even if I find the right person for me, people around me won't accept them, whoever they are. F the people around you. Another stupid suggestion. I could be jailed for that. Sarcasm. Okay. She took a long drag of her cigarette and narrowed her eyes at me. What happened to you recently? Huh? You don't usually overthink quite this much, so something must have just happened. The truth is that something did happen. Something so too silly to even be discussed, but she knew me. She knew about my problems, so I told her. I watched a stand-up comedy show. Seriously? It's true. I watched one of the favorite stand-up comedians. I knew he'd recently got married to someone he loves, someone I thought was very similar to him. All this time, I thought he took the easy way out, finding someone who would quickly be accepted by the family he was born in and the family he's about to make. But it turned out his journey was far from easy. There were hardships I never knew he faced, and when he talked about it, it scared me. Why? The fact that I'll have to deal with it someday, the fact that I might have to choose between... I sighed. At least when I see people on the train, I imagine a life with them. Those imaginary people don't create those kinds of feelings. They do create a different kind of problem, though. She's right. Sometimes I feel like I want to go to the tallest building in the city and jump, I said. To die? It's not a... No, to fly, you fool. Because if that really happened, all the things that are scaring me won't matter. I can fly. Why the hell would I still care about all those boring everyday problems? Ain't that the dream, weirdo? She said as she lit another cigarette, leaving the discussion unresolved until it comes back around with the spring rain. Happily ever after. Well, ever after, part 1. And then she got fired. Greatest cliffhanger known to man. Do I want to grow old with you? No, I don't want to do that. But I do want to be with you. Here, in this moment, stuck in eternal limbo, an infinite loop of an exact hour forever. Hell yeah, I do. That's probably the last time Romeo remembers having a really meaningful conversation with Juliet. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves, dear readers. Just like any other story, this one also has a beginning, and it begins with an introduction. Romeo is a young man of 20. He comes from a quite conservative, but not yet out-of-touch family. In other words, they're just like almost every other family in the world. He hates the name his parents gave him, and he hates it even more knowing that his life is so far is fulfilling all the cliches of his fictional namesake. Falling in love with a girl named Juliet is really just the icing on the cliched cake. Juliet is a young woman of 20. She also comes from a quite conservative, but not yet out-of-touch family. In other words, they're also just like the almost every other family in the world. She loves her name her parents gave her, although she hates the fact that her life so far is fulfilling half of the cliches of her fictional namesake. Falling in love with a boy named Romeo is unfortunate, but she has no plans to die stupidly over it. Both of them study at the same university, and they're definitely not the type of people who'd naturally choose to be friends. Fate, however, in the form of a hip young lecturer with an overenthusiasm for assigning group project and an unfortunate sense of humor, is what brings them together. A simple group assignment is what introduces our young Romeo and Juliet to each other. Even after the first fated meeting, and the many more meetings required to finish the assignment, there's no sign that Romeo means anything more to Juliet than a friendly acquaintance she's spent a lot of time in the library with. Nor, honestly, does she mean that much to him. In fact, after she made an ill-judged joke about literary elephant in the room, she probably means significantly less. But as time goes on and as the group assignments keep coming without the lecturer ever assigning new partners, Romeo and Juliet become closer. They both begin to see things in the other that they hadn't before. Though for Romeo, the fact is rather frightening. How could I fall for someone like her, and named Juliet no less? I can't accept it. My mind's just playing tricks on me, again and again. Around and around, his thoughts chase themselves whenever he sees her. The day is Monday. Romeo has a class he needs to attend, however something is different. Normally a relatively anxious fellow, he finds going to class requires a lot of willpower. Yeah, I know that feeling. Today, however, he finds himself hurrying to get there. He knows why, of course, but he refuses to admit it to himself quite yet. The first thing Romeo does when he opens the door is to look at a specific table, the table where Juliet always sits. To his unacknowledged disappointment, the table is empty. F, mutters Romeo under his breath. He doesn't curse because Juliet's not there, of course. Rather, he curses because noticing this was the first thing he did upon entering the room. After sitting in his usual place, Romeo re-enters his book and begins reading. Every time someone opens the door, he turns immediately to look and quietly whispers a curse. Again, he's not cursing because he's disappointed. It's not Juliet who's entering. He's cursing because he turned to look. A few minutes before the class begins, Juliet finally arrives, announcing herself and her friend with a braying laugh, as she so does. That sound used to be one of the most annoying sounds in the world, at least as far as Romeo was concerned, but today it brings a small smile to his face. He curses again after he realizes he just smiled at the sound. Is Romeo in love? He probably is, but he doesn't want to admit it. Falling in love with Juliet is dangerous, extremely dangerous. They come from completely different backgrounds. They have different skin colors, they worship different gods. He has no problem with interracial relationships, of course, but he doesn't. But he never expected it to happen to him. This simply will not do. I need to talk to you. Romeo looks up. Juliet is standing over his table. Her jaw is set, but her eyes are worried, and he completely forgets about all of his own problems. What's up? He asks. Can you keep a secret? It's really important. Sure, I guess I can. Good enough. Because I really need to talk to someone. So Juliet sits down and begins telling her story to Romeo. She talks about her problems she's been facing over the past few months, how they affect her study, about how he's not the first person she's talked to about this, and Romeo just listens to every word. Eventually, Juliet stops talking and sits quietly. Romeo thinks that she looks somehow lighter than she did before she began talking. He doesn't know how to react to what she told him. He tries giving her advice, really stupid advice. He thinks as soon as he said it, but he believes it's probably much better than just listening and nodding and watching her walk away. He doesn't think he wants her to walk away from him. He thinks about this. One thing is for sure, Juliet trusts Romeo as a friend. They've shared a secret now. Even though Juliet has shared the same secret with others before him, this still makes him happy. So damn happy. How pathetic am I? Being happy because someone I like came and told me she's not. Romeo thinks, and then shakes his head like a dog shaking off water. After sharing everything she has wanted to share, Juliet starts talking about lighter topics. Soon they are joking freely. The dark mood of earlier almost completely dissipated. Just before Juliet leaves, Romeo asks her something. Why did you tell me all that? Hey, really? Thank you very much. Appreciate it. I'm glad you do enjoy it. How are you? Well, I don't really know. I think I can trust you, and you're one of those rare few people who can talk to people directly without sugarcoating everything. It's refreshing, she shrugs. I guess that's why. What Juliet said is true, but Romeo finds it assuming that even though he normally speaks directly to everyone, he knows he can't do that with Juliet. He is not himself when she's around, or so he believes. After that conversation, Romeo falls even more helplessly in love with her. It's stupid, he thinks, as someone who rarely falls so hard for anyone, but Juliet is driving him crazy, and the fact that she makes him feel the closest thing to love he's felt in years, yet a big wall of cultures, norms, and other societal traditions stands between them, hurts him even more. That is, of course, if Juliet is even into him anyway. As weeks go by, Juliet and Romeo become closer. They start telling each other stories more often, but all their stories are limited to their courses, their friends, and anything at all besides their feelings for each other. She's not into me. She's just an extrovert. She's friendly with everyone, Romeo keeps thinking. And it's when he's thinking about that suddenly Juliet comes and sits at his table. So you said you want to tell me something. It's true. He has always sent a message to Juliet telling her he wanted to talk about something. Oh, wow. Diving straight into it. It's nothing at all. It's important, actually, says Romeo. Come on. It's not like you to be so indirect about things. What's wrong with you, boyo? Romeo actually called Juliet to talk about her attitude recently. She's been weird, at least in Romeo's eyes, and feels like she's getting farther away, removing herself from many student activities that she'd usually partake in. Juliet answers all of his questions, all of his thoughts, concerns about how she seems to be removing herself from all other side activities, or she manages to shrug off or easily explain. Maybe it's just me, maybe that I'm obsessing over every single thing she does, thinks Romeo, while a pit opens up in his gut at the thought. Is that all? Anything else you want to say? She questions him. Fair is fair, after all. Do you know that I used to like you? The words come out of Romeo's mouth out of the blue. He's horrified, even as he recognizes that it's a lie. He still likes her now. He doesn't even know why he decided to confess his feelings right at this random moment. Never mind why he confessed with a half lie. It wasn't planned at all, but when he heard Juliet say anything else, well, it's definitely one thing Romeo has been planning to say to her, but for the last few thousand eons, or as normal humans measure time, since around 8 months ago. Juliet shows a flash of surprise and then says, No, I had no idea at all. Why? Why? Why do you like me? Or did you like me? I mean, there must be a reason. Oh, of course there is. Romeo opens his mouth to tell her and pauses. He blinks slowly, closes his mouth again. Or not. I don't know. I think there is, but I'm not sure. I'm sorry. I was talking gibberish. Juliet, my God, Freya, this is long. Girl complains she's got to read 15,000 words for her little draft, right? I'm sitting here going, oh my God, this is 15,000 words in and of itself. I know it's not, but oh my God, hold on, taking a drink. Oh, Juliet does not respond to that. Romeo doesn't even dare to look at her directly, but he can see out of the corner of his eye that she looks dumbfounded. He takes a breath and opens his mouth again, hoping for a lightning strike, divine inspiration, or instant death. He's not picky. Okay, I see you as a really strong person, okay? You have a big girly side, but you're also really strong and a pin of person. Okay, I get the girly part, but what makes you think I'm strong? Well, Just look at how you work with all of your assignments and organizations. I could definitely never deal with everything as well as you do. Ever. Oh, come on. Everything has something, or everybody has something they're good at. You can do things I can. That's pretty normal, you know? I know, but still, I'm not sure that's probably what attracts me to you the most. When he says that, Romeo tries looking at Juliet. Just for a moment, he saw a twitch of a smile on her lips, but dared not to even hope. He ascribes to his imagination instead. So what's next, then? Asked Juliet. To be honest, I don't know. I said this because I can't keep hiding it forever, and I need to say it to you, even though I know it. It's impossible for me to ask you out, considering all the differences between us. Juliet pauses. Oh, of course. You don't need to say anything, though. I just needed it to get it out of my system. That's all I wanted to say. Well, okay. I have something else to do. You don't have anything else more to say, right? Yes. No. That's all. She nods and says goodbye, then quickly walks away. After Juliet leaves, Romeo lets out a heavy sigh. Good work there. That's one hell of a lot of baggage I just let go, and a whole lot of new baggage I just replaced it with. Here's an interesting fact about Romeo. During that whole conversation, he hadn't been able to keep himself from shaking. It's an old habit that he's just can't let go of. To his relief, he'd been sitting during the whole conversation so he could hide his tremor. Still, even though he feels intense relief after telling Juliet about his feelings, his hands are still trembling. He has to wait a couple of minutes before he can walk away himself. So now, after Romeo's long-awaited but ultimately useless confession, what's next for Juliet and her Romeo? Funnily enough, neither she nor Romeo ever mentions it again, at least not to each other. Romeo did eventually tell some of his friends about his feelings for her, but what about Juliet? Romeo didn't know anything about how she was coping with his revelation. He expected that she'd probably told some of her friends as he told his, but that doesn't even matter, he tells himself. We're not meant for each other anyway. Watching from the outside, nothing seems to change between them. They still talk about their classes, about their friends, about shows they watch, books they've read, but they never, ever mention again the time Romeo revealed his feelings to Juliet. At first, Romeo had thought that confessing his feelings would mean letting go of a big boulder inside of his heart. As it turned out, he'd only transformed the boulder into a restless rock monster asking for more. Eventually, he realizes letting Juliet know about his feelings isn't enough. He needs to have her. He wants to hold her tight. He wants to stare into her eyes and tell her that he loves her to Pluto and back. He wants to hear her say, I love you too. He wants to kiss her. He wants to run away with her to a place where no one cares about their differences and just sees them as a cute couple in love. He wants to do all good things in life and together with her. And more than anything on this earth, he simply wants her. The feeling is killing him. How could she be acting normally after that revelation? Does it mean his feelings mean nothing at all to her? The peak of his emotions comes one day when our hero is falling asleep. Suddenly his body is drenched in sweat, his heart beats too fast, and his thoughts only run to one thing. Juliet. He wants nothing so prosaic. He needs Juliet. He doesn't care about anything else, about the traditions, about their families, about anything. There's only one thing he needs to do tomorrow. And is to confess his feelings again to Juliet. This time, however, he's going to ask her out. If she feels the same way, he will ask her to just give it a try and fight the world together. He resolves that he is going to take a leap of faith, and it will be the first thing he does the next time they meet. To be continued. That was super long. Lord. Super long. Okay. Taking a sip of coffee. Welcome. Good evening, Mr. Bailey's. Evening. Am I your first customer today? You are. I was just reading the paper. That's new. Freya's not here? Freya's been fired. She says she's coming in later tonight. It got something to do with meeting some fellow writer friends. Why not do it here? It's her favorite place, right? Her friends have visited the place from time to time, just not as much as her. Writers gathering, huh? I wonder what writers talk about when they're hanging out. I've known them for some years now. She has this habit, you know. If she's said they're her friends, it means they're just hanging out normally. But if she said they were writer friends, they're probably talking about work. Either giving each other feedback on their latest drafts, or sharing and validating ideas. Ah, interesting. They even use code words for meeting or meeting up. Oh, it's not like that. She doesn't even realize that's what she says. I just picked up on it. Ah, it's even more interesting. Are you always so observant? Unfortunately, it's part of the job. Why is that? People come here every day. Some of them aren't as talkative as others, but their body language can be loud and clear. It can tell you a lot about other things. Whether they need a friendly ear, or they just want to be alone. It applies to what they're ordering as well. Because, you know, sometimes what people want is not what they need. That's deeper than I would have thought. So what are you reading from me now? Don't ask me that. You're an anime character. I won't say. Yeah, there you go. Why? That would break the charm. The hell was that? I guess I can say this much. Whatever I say or do to our customers, it's always related to what I'm getting from their body language. Including our interaction now. Man, now I see why you didn't want to share. Even that was enough to make me feel like I'm naked in front of you. By the way, I haven't ordered anything. What are you having tonight? Hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. I heard that's a good drink for a bitter heart. So we've got hot chocolate with ginger and cinnamon. He made that easy. Just boom, boom, boom. Bitter heart. Here you go. Hold on, I gotta see it in the book. Shadows that will help you try to hide. You're a pretty romantic person, huh? Spending extra time decorating this drink. Only for special people and special drinks. Say, Logan, tell me about yourself. I gotta clean up the floor. I gotta go. I also gotta pee. No, what? There's a fire in the back room. I gotta take care of it. What do you want to know? Anything. How old are you? Old enough to open a coffee shop? Okay. Oh man. I guess I should have said sorry for asking that. It's alright. But that's the only answer I can give. Now you're making me wonder what I should ask next. Saved by the Bell. Oh Lord. What happened to your face? Hey everyone. Yeah, you need espresso. Why are you both looking at me like that? Freya, you look, I was gonna say she looked like the female version of Frankenstein, but sure. No, I don't. Yeah, no, you do. No, I don't. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to echo our dear barista. Yes, you do. What happened? You'd better be asking what didn't happen, because the answer would be proper sleep and decent progress on my draft. You need to rest. And miss my deadline? Hell no. Sorry, Baileys. I won't be able to keep you company, because I have to finish this thing. And for that, I'm gonna need a whole lot of espresso. Are you sure about that? You really should just rest. Get something to help you sleep. Espresso! Please. Okay. So... Coffee, go. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. There you go. I don't want to do this. You really need to have some rest, Freya. Just give me the damn espresso. Okay. Oh. This will keep me from falling asleep. How was the meeting? It was pretty good. I got a lot of good advice, but that also means things. And not a small number of things, of them, mind you, need to be rewritten. Oh. It's not that bad. Rewriting is part of the process. It's just that... I'm going to my usual corner. Thanks for your coffee. I might make it through the night. She looks horrible. Yeah, it saved me from you asking any more questions. She does. But don't worry about her. She'll finish it. This isn't the first time she's acted like this? No. But this time the stakes are pretty high. So, what brings you here today? I'm not even sure myself. I had no plan today. And this place just came to mind. Out of the blue. I'll have to thank your subconscious then. Guess you should. It's like Cheers. We're just home. Oh shit. Okay, well. This is gonna get awkward real quick. Not sure whether I should thank it or not, though. Yeah, well, let's see. Hi, Lua. Hi, Baileys. Can you two kiss already? How? You first. No, you first. I'm gonna go sweep the floor. I was going to ask, how are you doing? I'm fine, thanks. How about you? I'm good, yeah. I think I need to order something first. Oh, of course. Go ahead. Hi, welcome. Whatever you, having this evening, Miss Lua. Gingerbread coffee, please. Gingerbread coffee. That actually sounds not bad. Gingerbread coffee. Okay, so you would definitely do coffee. Cinnamon. Not milk. Okay, so coffee is the base. I'm having my second coffee as we speak right now, and it's just not strong enough. Today's been a long day and I've already fried my brain. Okay, you know, this kind of sucks that you don't have a recipe because, you know... Malsa cheese? Hold on. Oh. Okay, so I was right about 2 out of the 3 of them. Okay. So ginger and cinnamon. Okay. So it's alright. About 2 out of 3. Let's see. Bitter, sweet, warm. By the way, I'm gonna give you guys a pro tip. If you're ever having acidic coffee, put salt in it. Very light amount, but put salt in it. No, listen. This is something I actually just learned. Even though I don't have really acidic issues with coffee, I haven't tried it personally myself, but a lot of people have said it is actually good. I like acidity in my coffee. It's alright, as long as it's not too strong. Typically, really strong coffee is with a lot of acid content is really bad coffee. That's why I don't drink Folgers for starters. Gingerbread coffee. Hey, that actually looks good. You know, I didn't condone the whipped cream on the top, but you know. There it is. Thank you. My grandma used to make this drink for me. It reminds me so much of her. It reminds me of when I was growing up with my family. How's work? Going pretty okay. You? I'm not taking any new jobs on at the moment. Because, well, you know. Yeah, I gotta. You have enough in your savings, right? That's a very lure thing to ask. But yes, I do. Thanks to the last annoying job. It went well in the end. It kinda did. They paid me on time, at least. And the pay was amazing. How long are you planning to take a break for? I don't know. Until my problems are settled, I guess. And what problems are those? I think he's looking at them. Yep, nope. I guess apparently I can read characters, you know, body language. Anyway, I'll tell you this. But don't tell anyone, okay? Not even Locum is standing in front of us. Not even Locum. Okay. So there's this girl. I love her. We've been going out for a few years, but I'm not really sure where we stand now. How can you not be sure? We had an argument about a week ago. It wasn't anything new, but somehow things escalated uncontrollably. Why is that? I assume both of us were just tired, knowing that we're fighting against centuries of tradition. We haven't really talked since our last fight. Leaving things unresolved is not a good idea. But I can't bring myself to start the conversation. Why? Even I'm not sure about that. Pride, maybe. Or tiredness. Or knowing that chances are we won't be able to find the best solution for everyone anyway. Baileys, I have a question. Go ahead. What do you think she's feeling right now? To be honest, I don't know. I was gonna smack you, but I'll allow it. Let's see how far this goes. She's not like me, that's for sure. Thankfully. Why? At least it won't affect her professional life that much. I'm glad I'm a freelancer. It means I can just take a break from work without so many problems. I'm not as professional as her, you see. I think you're wrong. Really. If I were her, I would find it difficult to live life as usual. But I'd put on a lot of masks, just to hide the feelings I was going through. It sounds difficult and uncomfortable. It is. But a friend told me once, you gotta do what you gotta do. He must be a pretty cool guy. He is. Yeah, I'm gonna smack him. What's next for us, Baileys? I don't know, Laura. I met some new people this week, including that supermodel. You knew. The girl in the corner told me. Yeah, including that supermodel. And how does that make you feel? Like a fool. What? He said a lot of things that I've been trying to avoid thinking about. A lot of truth. He's a bit like you know, attitude-wise. You'd get along with him. I doubt it. Opposites attract, but similarity breeds contempt. Not always. Ever heard that before? A lot. But from a certain hipster elf. And after listening to that guy, what's your stance on, you know, us? I'm not sure, Baileys. What about you, yourself? Had any similar experiences this week? I have, in fact. You met a vampire, and I met a werewolf. What are the odds? What are the odds, indeed? What did your werewolf say? Oh, that's who she was talking about. Yeah. Okay. I remember, okay. Not much, to be honest. He made a good point about the importance of family. Baileys, I know I've been stubborn about you wanting me to make peace with my family, and I know that's very important for you. But Freya said something that kind of hit me hard. What was it? I was just using you as an excuse to escape my family, when I actually want to do that anyway. For myself. You know me, Baileys. I do. And you know how I feel uncomfortable with people leaving their families. Which makes me an asshole, I guess. I get why you think that way, Lua. Blood is thicker than water. Bullshit. I'm just saying. Like, family is who we make. I've met some people who are not blood related to me that are closer to family than my family has ever been to me. So, yeah, no, that's bullshit. What should we do? Lua, yes, Baileys? Please let me leave my family. I'll try to get your family to accept me. That sounds like the easier thing to do, after all. But you'll lose your immortality. You'll be an outcast among other elves. An outcast from a bunch of overly pretentious people. Sounds great. You'll live a long time, but you won't have the perfect health and perfect life. That's the elven privilege. But it's not perfect life. Without you. What if our relationship doesn't last? You'll have lost everything. What part of he wanted to leave his family before you didn't you understand? This is where, if I was a barista, I would literally chime in. Deep breaths. Continue. The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. Exactly. You'll blame me. Lua, I will never blame you for anything. If we're talking about who I used to be, the guy would never have blamed himself. 100 reasons for why something failed, but never anything to do with him. But that won't happen with us. You know why? Because I've learned so many things by being with you for 10 years. It made me a better person. So you don't need to worry about any of that. Because right now, you're the most important part of my life. I don't need an immortal life. Because without you, it won't be a life worth living. Baileys, Yeah, this is where you embrace, hug, maybe kiss. Come on. Scoot a little closer. Come on, there's a seat between you. Come on. I believe in you. I'll go flashback. There we go, yes. There we go. Lua. Baileys. I feel like we're living in a soap opera. It seems so. So, what's our plan? Tomorrow's Saturday. Are we going on a date? I'm going to my parents' place. Oh. This is where you go with her. And I want you to come with me. See, there you go. What? That's so sudden. Did you really have plans for tomorrow? Well, no. It's just that I'm not prepared to meet them. You're never going to be prepared. Just meet them. You'll be fine. You don't want to tell them about this first? It'll be alright. Well, they never forbade you from dating other races. They're not big fans of elves, that much is true, but you can prove them you're wrong. Okay, this could be a first step. Dude, he is giving up immortality for your daughter. How about that? Boom! I've now solved your other family problem. Hi, I should really start a hotline where people call in, tell me their problems, and I literally and figuratively fix them right there. I'm thinking about doing this, I'm just saying. It is. It's safe then. I don't know what'll happen tomorrow, but we can think about it. And anything else. Later. I'm with you on that. So, does that mean you don't mind me? I had my doubts, but now I'm sure. I can trust you. Lua. Thank you. Are you still staying at Farron's house? Yes. You're staying with me tonight. Oh. Hey! High five! What about your roommate? She's away for the weekend. Oh, double high five. Taking a long weekend getaway until Sunday night. Fate is on our side, it seems. Hey, Locum. What, huh? What? I've been minding my own business, sweeping behind the counter and cleaning cups. What? Yes? We're leaving. Oh, damn, that's such a shame. Thank you so much for keeping up with us this past week. Pleasure was mine. We're off, then. See you. Thank you for coming. Do I remember? Well, I mean, I'm sure. Hey, look, her bags under her eyes are gone. If I'm not mistaken, it's tea, milk, and ginger. That was pretty intense. Oh, you're back in the real world. I just pretend not to notice. You're, like, one of the main reasons why I'm writing the story. Yes, I read your Romeo and Juliet in the Whispers newspaper. So, I have to see their struggle through till the end. It's important for the writing, you know. That's cold. What? It's not like that. It's just that... Yeah, no. Yeah, that was cold. I'm sorry. You look better than before, though. For now. I can't tell you how I feel until it's done. And I don't... Who the hell's slamming my door? Oh, shit. Brother in Christ, what did I do wrong? Are you coming to collect on a debt? Bro, calm down. Calm down. I don't have insurance on this place. I don't have insurance. Whoa. Freya, get over here. This wolf? Is that him? I think so. Welcome, sir. Yeah, welcome, Gala. How are you? Are you crazy? You can't treat a werewolf in a fury like a normal customer. Trust me. He must have his reasons for coming here. Okay, yeah, I understand. Timmy's trapped in a well. You can relax, sir. Do you need anything? Something to calm you down, maybe? Yeah? Okay, grab me my taser! Tea, milk, ginger. Grab me my taser! Hey, hold on. What's going on in the app? Yeah, okay, Gala had. Quick, grab me my thing. No, it's just gingerbread. Shit! Hold on, is it an update on... no, it's Gala. Okay. Here's your... Okay, alright, he's calming down. At least he didn't break anything? Or piss on the floor. What the hell? Is that really him? After seeing the reaction to the drink, 100%. Well, whoever he is. Oh, bro, we know who he is. He's wearing the same suit. Even though he might need to get a new one now. This place survived. Thankfully, yes. But I think I need to close up shop early. I don't want to cause any more ruckus, and I need to clean up some of the mess anyway. Hold on, did he shit on the floor? Good idea. Can you get back all your all ride by yourself. I'll manage. Hey, take care on your way back. You be careful too. See you tomorrow. Yeah, see ya. I think I'll be fine. I just dealt with a werewolf in furry mode. I keep saying furry. Technically, not wrong. Shayadina, sweet, spicy chai latte from the town of Adin, Yemen. I need to pee. Saturday, October 3rd, 2020. Listen, I'm letting you all read the newspaper while I go to the bathroom. Okay, I'll be right back. Bye! Okay. Power pole extend. Okay, Coachella, do's and don'ts. What the hell is a Coachella? I thought it was like a Broadway show. Anyway, Atlantic ambassador in talks with fire regarding immigration. Weirdstein Company criticized for unfair depictions of werewolf in their latest box office hit. Is that a werewolf biting Frankenstein, or? Oh, wait, hold on. Part 2. Oh, Christ. I love each and every one of you, I swear. Oh, alright, here we go. And then my cat wants to crawl in front of the monitor. Listen, I love you, but could you... Yep, there you go. He knows. He knows. He's like, the microphone's right there. Alright, I got you. It's like Burning Man, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, you know what? Googling. What is Coachella? Coachella is an annual music and arts festival. Okay. But I'm sure there's a lot of bounce chicka wow at those two. Okay. Alright. It doesn't happen the next time Romeo and Juliet meet. When Romeo sees her, he knows something isn't right. After that, each time he sees her, he feels uncomfortable, almost afraid. Our hero isn't scared of much, but he can't explain how she makes him feel, as though she's surrounded by a fierce, powerful aura that keeps him from approaching. It takes a few days for whatever it is to fade. Then, when the sense of danger finally eases up, Romeo finds he has the courage to approach her. Cunningly, he waits until the end of the night class when both of them are ready to go home. Hey, Jules, are you heading back? Let me drive you home. No, it's fine. I'll just call an Uber. I have something I need to tell you, though. Her expression quickly changes to one Romeo's never seen before. an uncomfortable-looking mixture between happy, sad, and angry. He finds he doesn't know what to call it. She peers at him. What's it about? It's about, the thing I told you a few months ago. A slight smile he saw when he first confessed his feelings returns to her face. Okay, let's go for a drive. I know a good place to talk. Juliet directs Romeo sporadically, and then they chat normally to fill the intervening time until they reach what she reveals as their destination. A large, dark, empty park. Huh, I didn't know there was a park around here. You know nothing, Romeo. Hey, what? You said you don't read or watch Game of Thrones. She side-eyes him. It's all over the internet, my dude. Good point. Well made. Our heroes climb... Why do we keep calling them heroes? Our heroes climb over the locked gate and meander slowly along the path until they find a bench, and an unspoken decision as them both sit down at the same time. By this point, it's close to midnight. The drive has been long. He'd driven slower than usual to stretch out their time together. The sky is bright with stars, while the full moon hangs heavy on the horizon. A warm and gentle breeze springs in with the scent of it wet earth and green growing things, far distant clouds, and tease them with the idea of rain before morning. Romeo feels perfect, as though God had created it specially for them in this moment. So, says Juliet, lowering her gaze from the milky splash of stars above them to meet his eyes, what do you want to talk to me about? Romeo thinks, what the hell, jumps right in. I told you I liked you, do you remember? Yes, it was a lie. Her eyes narrow. What do you mean? Oh, careful, dear Romeo, you should not play with a woman's heart. I still like you. I never stopped liking you. And every day I like you more and more. And I don't think I can go another day without telling you how I feel. Oh, I know. His jaw snaps shut. He blinks rapidly. This is not what he thought she was going to say. What? Is it that obvious? No! But it's kind of easy to guess. Oh, okay, so there's that and... You know, when I first told you how I felt, I thought it would help me clear my head. I wanted it. But since then, it's haunted me. Why did I want that? I think of you, and I want to see you. I see you, and I want to talk to you. He continues to laying bare all the things he's been thinking of these past few weeks, culminating in an impassioned plea. I know that it probably won't end well, but I want to be with you. I want us to try. Juliet takes his hand, squeezes it, feeling the tremble in his fingers, and says nothing about it. Romeo, I like you, she begins, his heart near bursts. I like you a lot, and not only as a friend, but you know, that with our backgrounds, our families, it's impossible for us to be together. I know that, Juliet, I know, but I really like spending time with you. Whenever I talk to you, I feel so happy, so scared. Why would you feel scared? Because I don't want to say anything that will make you think less of me. I want to look perfect in front of you, even though, whenever we're together, it feels like I can only show all my perfections. Hey, nobody's perfect. They sit quietly for a moment, still holding hands. Romeo stares at their intertwined fingers, while Juliet watches the breeze ripple through the trees. It feels so weird. Our heroine muses, almost to herself. You told me that you liked me, and I thought it could never work. Then you said the same thing, and I was disappointed somehow. And now here you are, telling me to forget about the rules, and I'm the one saying they're important. Oh, tell me about it. I don't even know where this all came from. You don't like what I like, and I don't like what you like, and please don't get me started on the fact that your favorite book is the single worst thing I've ever read. Huh? You mean The Secret? Oh god, yes. Let's not talk about it now, okay? She tilts her head back and laughs, and Romeo remembers that he used to hate that sound a long time ago. Okay, let's not talk about it. But you know that a relationship won't go well. Why do you keep telling me how you feel? Why don't you just try to forget me? I've tried. He sighs, squeezing her hand gently, but every conversation with you is enough to make me remember that you mean so much to me. You don't listen to explosions in the sky, but you're what I think of whenever I do. You don't play video games as much as me, but you on my team is what I want the most whenever I play multiplayer games. We pray to different gods, but your face is the one that appears, but whenever I pray for a good future. Juliet doesn't say anything. She just looks into his eyes while listening to everything he's been keeping in his head and his heart for so long. Before this, I always thought that when I fell in love with someone, it would be a person that I wanted to grow old with. Do I want to grow old with you? No. I don't want to do that, but I do want to be with you, here in this moment, stuck in eternal limbo, in an infinite loop of the exact hour forever. Hell yeah, I do. Neither Romeo nor Juliet speak for some time after that. They just keep staring at each other. They don't know what it is, but surely they feel something strange, something magical is happening between them. Now, a delicate thing which twists in the air around them. Young, oh, so fragile. Do you love me? Juliet asks quietly. I'm not sure, Romeo answers. But if it's not love, then I don't know what it is. But if it is love, why don't you want to grow old with me? Because it is just love. You're such a weirdo, I don't know why I ever fell in love with you, says Julia. Right at this moment, Romeo feels joy in his heart, a tsunami of happiness sweeping through his body, destroying all the baggage that has been messing with his head and heart for so many months, but then reality hits as sudden as joy. Everything happens in a single instant. In one moment, Romeo feels the greatest happiness and the greatest sadness he's ever felt in his life. Hey, may not be worth you sacrificing everything, especially your family, but if love really is that special, then maybe it will give us another chance to be together. Even though maybe it can only happen in another life, when we are both cats, says Romeo. Did you just quote Vanilla Sky at me? I can't believe you did that. That's hilarious that you said that. You know I hate that movie. You? It's a great movie. How the hell did I manage to fall in love with you again? Both of them start laughing again, together, continuing until all the laughter drains into simple smiles, a simple, beautiful curve of their lips that shows a deeper meaning. Only for two of them. I love you, says Romeo. I love you too, I guess. Bloody cat, stop it. A simple, beautiful... Okay, we did that one. I love you too. I got lost because my cat... He's like, let me play with something. They sit closer now while holding hands. Juliet puts her head on Romeo's shoulder. Is it worth it, she asks. For now. Right at this moment, it's totally worth it. But whether that feeling will last as time goes by, as more people find out about it, I don't know. Juliet sighs quietly. Life sucks sometimes. Life sucks most of the time. That's why I want to make this moment last forever. If that's even possible. It's possible, if we believe it. Is that what the weird book taught you? Laughs Romeo. Shut up, Juliet answers and pinches his hand. They stay silent again for a while. Hey, kiss me. The words come from Juliet, and Romeo doesn't even really know how to react to that. Why, he asks. I've heard people say that a kiss is a magical thing. It can stop time or take you to the future in an instant. Huh. I've heard that story. I always thought it was silly, though. The situations we're stuck in is pretty silly, too, you know. Good point, he allows. Well made. So. They stare at each other as they lean in. They close their eyes when their lips touch for the first time. It's the strangest sensation either of them has ever felt. Everything feels so magical, feels as if time has stopped only for them. As if they're in an infinite loop of that exact moment. To be continued. I'm taking a drink. Throatsy. Oh no. Welcome. Oh no, Frankenstein's back. Good evening, Freya. Have you even slept yet? Oh, when was the last time you slept? I still sleep like a normal person, you know. I slept for 6 hours. Oh, that's not normal. That's just good. That's good sleep. Last night? No, I slept for 6 hours this week. Okay. That's not healthy. Get some rest, really. I can rest when it's done. That's stupid. Oh, shut up. So, what's your plan now? Now, as in right at this moment, I'm planning to go to the bathroom, wash my face. I need to make sure I don't look like a dead woman walking. Too late. And after that, I'll continue writing. Freya. Oh well, you know where the bathroom is. Okay, I need something to drink now. Freya, you're unemployed. Don't waste your money on coffee shop drinks. This is so weird, coming from the coffee shop owner. I know. You've been a regular for years. If only you need the vibes of the place, just right here. No, I can't do that. You don't have any customers tonight. What would I do if this place went bankrupt? It won't happen. How can you be so sure? Just take this tap water and go do your work, okay? But... see, there's a customer coming in right now, so don't worry about me. Oh my god, it's you. What's up, big baddie? Oh. Hi, Gala. What's wrong? I know you're a man of few words, but this, may be pushing it a bit. Freya. Locum. I'm truly very sorry for what happened yesterday. Gala. Hey, it's alright. No one got hurt, right? And the coffee shop's fine. And don't think about it too much, Gala. Like Freya said, no casualties, no problems with the coffee shop. Though you did shit on the floor, apparently. I still need to redeem myself for the mess I made and the scare I gave you. I really wasn't scared. I'm sure there's something I can do. Donate to the shop. Or like, share, and subscribe Locum on Twitch and YouTube and all that shit. Anyway. Why don't you buy something for the lady here? I'm sure she'll appreciate it. Hey, what do you mean? Do you want anything to drink, Freya? No. It's alright, Gala. I insist. You don't have to. Please accept it. At least it'll help me stop feeling so guilty. At least a little. Alright, alright. I wouldn't mind a coffee, not an espresso, mind you. Something with a little less kick. Do you know how to make sugar and spice? Yes. The one with cinnamon? Yes. A cup of sugar and spice, please. So if I'm not mistaken, that is coffee, honey, and cinnamon? Coffee, honey, cinnamon. That one's easy. That one, I've actually personally had that, except I like the cold one. What was it? Well, it didn't have the spice in it. It was brown sugar shaken espresso. It's actually pretty good. But I figure spice, cinnamon. Sugar and spices for the lady with the vices. Ha ha! Nice rhyme. Hey! Oh well, I won't complain. Thank you, Gala. Don't mention it. Locum, are you sure there's nothing I can do for you? You see this YouTube channel? You don't have to do anything, Gala. It's fine. But to be honest, I'm curious. What happened yesterday? Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, you usually stay indoors during the full moon, don't you? I usually do. But there was an emergency at the hospital yesterday. What kind of emergency? The hospital was really packed. After that announcement. Announcement? The one saying that a replacement government-issued furry sedative will be available soon. I keep saying furry. Jesus Christ. Brain, I need you to wake up. Come on. Releasing that news on the day of a full moon was just stupid. So many restless werewolves came, asking about the sedative, which isn't ready yet.
But the announcement said it wasn't ready, just that it was coming soon.
You think people read the whole article?
Yeah, people don't know how to read.
I'm not even just saying that, I'm meaning that. They only saw the headline or glanced at it and at the news stall. Then they went straight to the hospital. I don't blame them, though. Finding out that the only publicly available sedative is dangerous, it's difficult for some people. They ended up having to explain it to dozens of werewolves. I even had to put some rogue werewolves in isolation rooms.
Is it that bad, huh?
Yeah, to the point that we ran out of rooms to put them in. That's why, at the end of my shift, I left immediately. Normally, I'd have asked a friend to lock me in one of the isolation rooms, of course, but I couldn't, so I rushed back to my apartment. And it was too late. Thankfully, I was in this area, and I managed to force myself to come to your place.
Excuse me for asking those.
Yeah,
But you didn't hurt anyone on the way here, right?
as far as I remember, no. And I didn't see any blood on my clothes.
Well, that's good to hear.
This might sound overly confident, considering what happened yesterday, but I have enough control to make sure I don't hurt anyone. As long as I have something to direct my fury towards.
I think it's because he's a werewolf that I keep saying furry.
See, I end up destroying stuff around me. Or worst case, hurting myself.
Every time I've read the newspaper article, no problem. I see him, every time he says fury, I'm like furry. I just... Despite all that, I'm still glad that no one got hurt. I'm always for the positive side, aren't you? Just doing my job.
Thanks. Both of you. And I really mean it. But please, if there's anything I can do to if there's anything I can do to help, please don't hesitate to ask me right away.
Will do.
In the meantime, can I order a drink?
Sure.
What are you having? Same as yesterday.
Tea, milk, and ginger. Tea, milk, and ginger. Tea, milk, ginger. Right? Go ahead. What a weird name. I'm gonna say it. Here's your special brew.
Thank you. That drink that saved me. Once again, thank you for helping me find this drink.
How did it save you? By the way, Gala, now that you can be 100% sure that the drink is your natural sedative, why don't you put it in a bottle and carry it with you everywhere?
That's the plan. It has to be warm, though.
Put it in a thermos.
I can use a vacuum flask, I suppose. I'll give it a try next full moon. Don't worry, Freya. I'm going to stay at my place for the next full moon. I'm not taking any risks. Before I can make sure how effective that remedy is.
Who will it be now? What the... Rachel? What's going on? Huh, what else? Your father? Of course. What was he thinking? Coming backstage at Coachella.
Oh no, she went to Coachella Wait a second. Did you happen to meet an astronaut? Just asking for a friend.
Just to get into an argument with my manager. Huh? Before we continue, look him a cafe latte, please.
I know I've made these before, hold on. She was performing. Giggity. Coffee, milk, got him. I bet she was performing. Sorry, not sorry. There's your cafe latte right there. Thanks. So, how did he manage to get backstage? He told security he was my father. Oof. And he messaged me after coming beforehand. He said he was going to wish me luck. So I told him to let him in, of course. He's still my father. Things were nice at first, and then my manager came. And, I don't know why he hates me so much. And it's showbuzz. I'm mature enough to know what's good or bad for me. No you're not. What happened after that? Mr. Lester told security guards to kick him out. He's still allowed in the festival area. I saw him in the crowds. Did the concert go well, at least? Oh, yeah. Other than the arguments backstage, everything was great. I was the first one to play on the main stage. Usually no one pays much attention to whoever's on first, but there were thousands of people in the audience during my session. Nice. So, you don't need to be at the event anymore after this? Not really. I did my stage time. And then there was this press conference after my show. After-show press conference? Yeah, the pre-show was done yesterday. Today was a small one. There were almost a dozen journalists who wanted to interview me, so we decided to just do a mini conference. Good for you. You're totally back in the game, huh? I guess I am. Thanks to Mr. Lester. Yeah, I know. The name was very bad. I would say it's because of you. But your manager probably worked to some of his influence, too. So, why are you here? I mean, it's a... Freya! Yeah, why are you here at the coffee shop? You know, maybe generating business. But why are you here? I don't... Because of Dad, of course. I told him to come here this evening. We really need to set things straight. He needs to stop messing with my manager so much. And because this evening is the only time we can meet, I can't go to the party Mr. Lester is hosting. What party? Is it a Diddy party? Oh, God. It's horrible because, you know, welcome to Hollywood and showbiz, let's be honest. Also, my cat is attacking my arm. Mother. Hold on, I have to set him straight. Well, ornery shit. Okay, he's hosting a party for VIPs and artists he manages at a club in Belltown. See, if I was recording this, I'd be able to pause and then kick my cat's ass, but you know. Is it okay for you to go to the party without a guardian? I'm 18, remember? I'm an adult. Yeah, but you can only enter some clubs if you're 21. Not this time, because Mr. Lester's my manager, and it's his party. Huh. Yeah, no, this isn't a red flag at all. I'm not sure about that. It's true. No, I know you can do that by using his name, but I don't think he should do that with you. Why? I'm an adult. No, you're not, Rachel. Have you ever been to one of Lester's parties? Well, have you? Not personally. I've heard stories, however. What stories? He knows how to party. Well, that's good then. No, that's not what she means. That's not necessarily a good thing. Knowing how to party might mean something else entirely. Foreshadowing. This game was made several years ago. Foreshadowing out the ass. I don't know what you're talking about. You'll find out. You know, I want to go, I hope not, but... because typically that means something bad happening to a person, but sometimes people have to learn, like if they're a glutton for punishment. Especially if you keep Lester on as your manager. Personally, I don't mind wild parties, but inviting an underage person to his party, that might be too far. Welcome. Oh, what the actual hell? My dude, what happened here? What the hell is... Oh, that's... Listen. Oh, no. Dad. What? Rachel, is that Mr. Hendry? Look! Gala, he can transform too! Into his... getting his ass beat, apparently. Yes. Dad. What happened? Look, can you get a cup of milk for him, please? Just milk? Just milk. Okay, so, you know, just milk. Sure you don't want some coffee in it? You need a little spunk in your, you know, step? Warm milk it is. There. Oh, spill it all over my goddamn counter. Thank you. Dad, please, hold on. Can somebody help call me an ambulance, please? They're on their way. I've contacted the hospital. Thank you. I've also contacted our Nico Mimi expert personally. She's off shift right now, but she's also on the way. Thank you so much. I don't know what happened without your help. Don't mention it. Here they come. I'll go with you. Okay. Yeah, just... Oh, boy. That was really something, huh? Yeah. 2 days in a row. An emergency at your place. Well, at least some people think of your place as their go-to when they need help. You're right. It's not every day you look at things from the bright side. Well, I'm one of your coffee shop disciples, right? So, I kinda understand them. I hope Henry's alright. Yeah, me too. At least he's in good hands now. What's your plan for the rest of the night? Well, that was all pretty hectic, but I need to continue writing. Take your time and, place, then. Will do. Russian tea. Despite the name, it's totally an American drink we've seen numerous times. I believe this is October 4. Okay, oh, no, October 4th, Sunday. Alright. What's the newspaper got? Someone showing their ass. Okay, got it. Police raid a private Coachella after party. Is biggest drug and Mount Chicka Wow Wow related bust of the year. Oh no. Neil. Oh no. Fight broke out during Coachella. Culprits in police custody. Despite the arrest, Coachella will go on. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, so there's 3. So everyone's a 3 right now. Okay. Yes, kitty. What? There's part 3. Oh, yeah. I love my floof. I love my floof so much. Oh my god, my floof. Happily ever after, ever after, part 3. Romeo comes awake with a gasp, his mind already whirling as he tries to make sense of what's happening. Was it just a dream, he thinks? Please forgive him, dear readers, he's barely awake. He has no idea how or when he got home, but he's still wearing yesterday's clothes, and he's experienced the unwashed, uncomfortable feeling that comes with waking after falling asleep fully dressed. And then he remembers. Juliet! What happened to her? He rifles through blankets and pockets until he finds his cell phone and immediately fires up a message to her. He won't admit it, he will barely remember it through the haze of panic, but he spends the next 14 minutes and 10 seconds staring fixedly at it until it vibrates in his hand and he drops it to the floor. Romeo, Juliet's voice is muffled and by the carpet, but he doesn't think he's ever so... Wait, by the carpet? Oh, she's still there. Okay. Dude didn't look? He doesn't think he's ever been so relieved to hear it. Where are you? Are you alright? I'm fine, what about you? I'm okay. We need to talk. Something's different. Definitely different. Romeo opens his mouth to agree before he even realizes how he feels. He's so weighed down by his feelings for so long, he hadn't noticed that something changed until Juliet brought it up. Waking up has been bad for so long, but today... okay. Today he feels different. Today he feels good. When Romeo arrives... I still don't understand the carpet thing, but okay. When Romeo arrives at the coffee shop, Juliet is already there. She waits while he orders an Americano, patiently sipping her orange juice until she joins him. Or he joins her. So, Romeo says as he seats himself opposite Juliet, what happened last night? She shrugs, shakes her head, the picture of honest confusion. I'm not sure, but I felt kind of light. When I woke up this morning, yeah, that's a good way of describing it. I feel like a part of me is missing. She nods in agreement, and they're quiet for a time. Juliet plays with her straw, the paper melting quickly in the icy remnants of her drink. She trails off and tries again. Do you actually remember what happened last night? Kinda. Romeo frowns and grimaces. I'm not sure, though. How do you feel about me now? Asks Juliet. He pauses to consider. I don't know. I still like you a lot, in fact, but it's certainly a different kind of feeling, to the last few months. That's exactly how I feel. He sighs explosively. What the hell happened? Juliet leans in, holds his gaze, lowers her voice. I'm not sure myself, but I have this theory. Maybe, and I know it sounds wild, but hear me out. Maybe, just maybe, the parts of us that fell in love with the other somehow left us last night. They separated themselves from this world, making their own, where time loops an exact moment over and over and over again. Romeo looks into her eyes without blinking for a long moment and then bursts out laughing. You're a complete mad woman, you know that? That's just... You're not even the one who likes sci-fi and fantasy. Oh, shut it, boyo. She huffs at him and crosses her arms as she leans back. No, seriously. There was a hand at her. The fact that the theory came out of your mouth is crazier than the theory itself. Her lips twitch, and then she's laughing with him. And for a glorious moment, the air is filled with pure and uncomplicated good humor. When the laughter winds down, they each find that they can't stop grinning at the other, and it's beautiful. And just like it used to be. A thought occurs to Romeo, and he opens his mouth, and Juliet immediately points a finger at him. Shut up. He closes his mouth, but keeps grinning. Hands help up in surrender. I'm gonna go with held up in surrender. You can't say it isn't possible, though. She defames herself with a wry shrug. Romeo tilts his head. Nothing is impossible. So what now? What now? What? I mean, what happens to us now? He looks around and shrugs. We're just, living normally, I guess. It's been months, if not eons, since I could talk to you normally like this, and honestly, it feels awesome. She laughs, and it's so much easier than it has been in a long time. Yeah, I know. She smiles at him. So, we're good then? We're better than good, I guess, answers Romeo. Good point, Juliet nods. Well made. After that, life goes on for Romeo and Juliet. They're still good friends. They both found their loves, and the ones who share their interests that doesn't force them to sacrifice too many things in life. It still makes them feel like the happiest person on earth. They grow old together as good friends, not lovers. What about Romeo and Juliet who burn with love for each other? Readers, I'll tell you, that couple is still sitting on that bench in the park on that clear, beautiful night, and they'll stay there until the end of time. They've created their own world without other people meddling, judging, forcing compromises. For the rest of eternity, they'll have each other and their pure, naive, young love. Nothing will ever change that. Some people say that on a clear night, with the promise of dawn and rain, when the Milky Ways flow across the sky and the full moon hangs low, you can see a young couple sitting on a bench in a park. But only out of the corner of your eye, and only if you've room for romance in your soul. Is it true? You ask me. Does it matter? I reply. Surely it doesn't matter to anyone else on Earth, and it certainly doesn't matter to them. That's beautiful. sad, poetic, beautiful, romantic, and a lot of different feelings. A lot of different feelings. Really, a lot of different feelings. Okay, sip. Welcome. Hey, Pop. Good evening, everyone. Everybody safe and sound tonight? So far, so good, officer. But the cop is supposed to be watching the area, hanging out in the coffee shop. I'm not so sure about that. Hey, I'm working right now. Uh-huh, sure you are, buddy. I just love multitasking, you know? That requires skill. Taking a break and working at the same time, you mean? You know it. That's an oxymoron. That's why I said it requires skill. Anyway, welcome. I really need an espresso to keep me awake tonight. Is that it? Just an espresso? So, basically, espresso. Or coffee. Congrats, you're having Freya's drink of choice. Typically. Espresso. An energetic espresso to keep our officer upright on patrol. You and your sense of humor. Your espressos are always out of this world. Thank you. Definitely better than mine or my wife's. It's not a competition, officer. It is for her. She thought if she could make a better one, I'd stop coming to this place so often. That's not happening anytime soon. So, anything special today? Surprisingly, no. Gotta make sure this place is safe, though. What are you grinning about? I mean it. You were here the last 2 days, right? Yes, I was. And some crazy things happened here. And 2 days in a row. As if the gods were trying to give me first-hand experience to use in my story. Still fretting over your story, huh? Well, the deadline for my draft is getting nearer. Oh, yeah. How's it going? Quantity-wise, it's shaping up pretty well. Quality-wise, honestly, I'm pretty confident. Well, best of luck, then. Do you have any updates? About the last 2 days of chaos? For the werewolf case, I spoke to Gal about it. What? Are you going to arrest him? Some officers at the precinct were talking about it, but in the end, we agreed not to do it. Because he really helped a lot that night. We asked the folks in the hospital, and some of the other people in the area. Without him, we'd have a lot more problems. He helped a lot getting most of the werewolves safe in the hospital. Too bad he didn't lock himself up in time. Thankfully, he didn't hurt anybody. So to those who rather detain him, I can't do anything anyway. Phew. I'd be pretty mad, or I'd be pretty mad if you were to, if you did arrest him. Hey, being mad at me wouldn't solve anything. I know. What about Rachel's dad? Any idea what happened? I'm not too sure myself. Most of it didn't happen around here. What? Yeah, seems like it happened out near Coachella. That's a long way away. I mean, it's not actually that far, but he wouldn't be able to walk, not in that state. So far, that's all I know. Well, update time. Let's go. Rachel. What do you want to drink? Rachel. Is Mr. Hendry alright? Before that, I could use a cup of hot chocolate. Dark? Okay, so just chocolate, I'm assuming? It's not dark hot chocolate, it's just chocolate. It depends on what chocolate you use, but whatever. Your hot chocolate's ready.
Thank you. Dan's gonna be fine. He woke up this afternoon, thanks to Mr. Gala. He got help fast enough to stop things getting worse.
He's doing okay then?
It'll take a few days before he fully recovers, but no permanent injuries we need to worry about.
Oh, that's good to know.
I know, but still, it's all because of me. Because I didn't listen to him. When all he wanted to do was protect me.
Rachel, don't blame yourself for that. Please don't take any offense, but is it okay for you to leave your father alone in the hospital? I mean, what's he gonna do? Wander and find her?
His friends are there at the moment, and I can't face being stuck in a room with a bunch of people I don't even know right now. Besides, I really need to get away for a bit. So I told Dad I'm gonna visit the coffee talk to get some fresh air.
Bloody cat. He's okay with that?
He understands. He always does, I guess.
Miss Rachel, what really happened last night?
Dad got into fights with some thugs. He heard them talking about me in some very suggestive, perverted ways.
Oh. Hey, anybody shocked by that one?
Oh. He didn't like that, of course. So he morphed into his cat form and started a fight with the thugs.
Why did he morph?
So people wouldn't see what his human form looked like and link him directly to me. Some cops went to the crime scene. They found some eyewitnesses to testify.
Hey, psst, psst. Jorge, leave the room. Listen, psst, he's a cop. You're confessing in front of him.
And they managed to find the thugs.
Are they fans of yours?
No. It's even worse. They work for Mr. Lester.
What? Oh, boy.
The reason why it didn't take long for the cops to find them was because they were already under arrest. Because the party went too far last night.
Whoa. How did it all connect up?
They're Mr. Lester's bodyguards. They were chilling after the show, having a pre-party before the big one. And you know about guys and locker room talk, right?
Okay, continue.
Yeah. Well, that's what they were doing. And I was the topic of discussion. So, there's that.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And you were right about his party. I'm glad I wasn't there. Once again, I owe Dad for...
Yep. Hey, it's okay. The most important thing right now is that you're safe. And your dad made it through.
I should have listened to him. He might be out of touch, but he's still way more experienced than me. And he's my father. I wish Mom were here. She'd know what to do. She'd know what to say to Dad when he's recovered.
I mean, you thank him. Literally, you thank him. Like, it's as simple as that. You know what? I'm sure you'll know what to do. You're an adult. Remember?
But I don't know. All I know is I have to be there for him when...
That's it. That's all you have to do. It might be weird to hear about something coming from Freya, but she is right. And be there when he needs you, Rachel. And whenever you need a breath of fresh air, you can come here and relax for a while.
Guys, thank you. I've had enough fresh air for one day. I'll go back to the hospital now.
Thank you for the updates, Miss Rachel. I wish your father a speedy recovery.
Thank you, Locum.
Well, there you go, Freya. Assuming your book is complete then, since everyone's got a happy story, it seems like. Man, what a weekend. Pretty crazy, I know. Anyway, I gotta continue my patrol. It's been a pretty weird weekend. Yep, have a good one. But overall, things are still safe around here. But even with that, we'll let your guard down, okay? No problem, officer. Thank you for checking in on us, Officer Georgie. Okay then, see ya. Are you going to leave as well, Freya? I don't think so. I've had enough rest, and I have stories to write. Ah, you're not tired? Definitely not. In fact, I think I can get it done today. Huh, alright. I won't bother you then. Oh, you're never a bother. Besides, this whole book project would have never existed without this place. And you. So, thank you. Ah, the pleasure was mine. Now, I'm sure you wouldn't, or shouldn't, spend any more time on chit-chat. Got a book to finish. No problem, boss. Cappuccino Italian delight. 2 weeks later. Ah, the vampire should be returning then, if I'm not mistaken. Alright. More women have spoken out and claimed Morris Lester lied. Initial reports indicate possible herpes outbreak at Coachella. Jesus Christ. Coachella just keeps getting worse. Coachella Festival proves to be a major boost for Seattle tourism. Ain't that about fitting? All this negative shit. But it's a major boost! Okay, moving on. Oh, it's everyone. Hello! Oh, you're finally here. Hey, y'all. Hey. Yo. Hi, Freya. Huh. Someone's feeling happy today. Of course. Did they approved it. We're so happy for you. Congrats. Oh my. Do you know how happy I am? Judging from your expression, I'd say somewhere between ecstatically and rapturously. You're goddamn right. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. How did they react to the draft? Surprisingly, they liked it. That's amazing. I know, right? I couldn't believe it either. They told me if the book sells well, they'll definitely sign me for a second one. I'm so happy for you. Anyway, whatever happens with the book now, I can take things a little slower. Because they gave me a year to finish it. With feedback session every month. Sounds professional enough. Of course. They are the biggest publisher around. Enough about me. Yeah, but how are you going to pay your rent? How's the coffee shop been doing? It's been great. We've had a lot of new customers lately, and some old-timers, of course. I heard Hyde's back from his trip to Korea. Yeah, he brought us some gifts back. He didn't get any for me. I'm not sure, but he did say he always gives gifts directly. Gift giving the old-fashioned way, huh? There's nothing wrong with that. How about you? Things are great. Last time I saw you was before your mini break? Yeah, we decided to go to Coachella. Oh my god! Yeah, how'd that work out? Catch anything? Wow. The event was a mess. Yeah, 3 hours of the festival was enough for us. So where did you go after that? We ended up in Port Townsend. How was it? I enjoyed it. Never knew a historical trip could be fun. Oh yeah, I saw your new profile picture, Aqua. Oh wait, hold on. I called it. Shh. How about hers? Did she update hers? Wait, hold. How about Neil? How are you doing, dude? Oh, Lord. Oh, Myrtle. Okay, it's just the same one. Okay. You both look so cute. Oh, man.
Thanks.
Was that taken during your vacation?
No, it was at Max. They had a Japanese-style photo booth there, so I forced her to take a picture together.
Ah, you were at Max too, Myrtle? Yeah, I helped her out a bit with the booth.
Thank you.
You don't have to keep thanking me. By the way, have any of you heard from Neil?
No.
Not me. They did send 2 postcards to the coffee shop. Really? Yeah, one's from Coachella. That's not even that far away. Why send a postcard? Hard to tell with them. What about the second one? It's from New York. What?
What are they doing in New York?
Beats me. Working on their mission, maybe. So they didn't get arrested, thankfully. Or worse. Yeah, probably. They'd stand more of a chance there.
Anyway, guys, we're leaving for the night.
Oh, come on. So soon?
We were here for hours before you arrived. We need to work tomorrow.
Oh, fair enough. Take care on your way, then. Good luck with the novel. Thanks.
See you, Lookum.
See you around. They look happier than when I first met them. They do. It's not easy to find someone you can be comfortable with. In such a short amount of time. Yeah. Anyway. Sorry if it seems like I'm ignoring you, Baileys. No worries. I don't feel ignored at all. Are you by yourself tonight? No, I'm waiting for Lua. She has some work to do. This late at night? Yes. She's been doing overtime for the past few days. How are the two of you doing? Things have been great. In fact, after 10 years together, we're finally moving in together next month. Oh, wow, congrats. Wait. We serious? No, listen, are we seriously not going to ask how, the parental meeting went? Question mark? Really actually surprised by that. But I thought Lua lived with her flatmate. We're moving to a new place. She got promoted recently, and her company is providing her with an apartment. Wow, she's really a big deal in her office. Well, she's definitely earns more than me. That's not saying much, Baileys. You shouldn't say that to a fellow freelancer. Oh, here she comes. Baileys, I'm so sorry. I didn't expect it to take so long. I thought it would be done by... Honey, it's all right. Freya and Locum have been keeping me company anyway. Oh, hey Freya. And Locum. Sorry for barging in without saying hi. How's it going? I would say things are great, but not as great as you two lovebirds. You told her already? Only about the moving in part. As you've heard, we're going to move in together next month. Where is it? Not far. I mean, the company provided the place, so they want to cut my commuting cost as much as possible. Oh, that's thoughtful of them. It means they don't need to reimburse my taxi fees when I'm working overtime. Oh, yeah, that too. It also means we get to visit this place more often. That's a good point. We owe this coffee shop a lot, anyway. Don't mention it. I have a question for both of you. Go on. The last time we met, I believe you were going to introduce Bailey to your parents. How did it go? Man, their father didn't kill me at least. Well, at least Baba let you eat lunch with us. That's rare, you know. I know. And, at least they didn't say no, which means a lot, I guess. It was a good start. It was definitely a good start. Anyway, Baileys, we need to go now, or we'll miss the intro again. You folks going somewhere? Yeah, we're gonna watch the midnight screening of Full Metal Conflict. I didn't take you as someone who likes FMC, Lua. I don't, but this guy loves it. Hey, you always enjoy watching me play the game. I enjoyed watching you, not the game. Too bad I didn't introduce you to Myrtle just now, Baileys. She worked on the game. Really? Oh, well, I'll be visiting this place more often then. I'll probably meet her again one of these days. You probably will. Now go, you lovebirds. You don't want to miss the movie. Alright, catch up with you later, Freya. Bye, Locum. Enjoy the movie. Well, there they go. I'm so happy for them. Yeah, they've still got a long way to go, though. And probably a lot of obstacles in their path. They're moving forward, though. Yeah. How will you write their story? As it is. It's beautiful enough. And it has enough drama. That's one way to put it. Anyway. What's the outlook for? You haven't told me about any of the other friends here. How are they doing? You, only skipped coming for 10 days. What do you expect? Come on, they played an important part in my writing process, remember? Well, there's some updates about the regulars. Tell me. Well, where should we start? Lua visits this place more often now that they live nearby. The last time they came, they were talking about catering and venues. Hyde returned from his trip to Korea and brought gifts. Some are more special than others. He said he's considering moving back to Seattle if his agency allows him. Aqua continues her work with the university. She's still working on small indie games, and the difference is she's not alone now. Neil. The only news about their superhero breeding mission are 2 postcards they sent me. Rachel is back at the recording studio preparing for her first solo album. She found a new manager, someone who made the news as a legend, coming back to the industry. And finally, Freya. She finished her book and got published and have some signing sessions. It was a massive success, sold out even after the 4th printings, and might be adapted to a movie. You know, I don't get to tap and actually, go at my own pace. I'm tired. It's been a long day. Roll credits! The game is over. It's complete. It's done. Wait, there's more? Who are you? Welcome. Alright, I'll give you the voice. Hello, Locum. Good evening, sir. Have we met before? I'm sure this is your first time here. Wait. Gala? I'm going to assume this is Gala. But why not? Of course, I've been here. In fact, I've worked here before. What? Wait. No way. Is that really you? It's been a while. You've changed. A bit too much. I've learned a lot about how to live with your people since then. Wait. Neil? I assume it was a success then? Motherfucker, you can't throw me a curveball like this. I'm just gonna stick with what I was doing. Multiple successes. With the new look then? Just trying to blend in. It seems like an Earthling immigration agency is after me. Now that you mention it, somebody did visit this place looking for you. When was that? Not so long after your second visit here. Was he a bald guy in a suit? Yes. The, FIRE agent. You've seen him? Yes. Thankfully, I've changed my appearance since then. By the way, you can drop the act in front of me. So you've finally noticed. To think that such power can be born from our kind. You're good with your act, though. It took a few tries, but there are some timelines where I forget to pretend that I don't have some knowledge of certain stuff. Huh. Interesting. Now I'm curious to know about those mistakes. It happened a few times. I'm so confused right now. Well, first, when Freya told me about our meeting in the elevator, then it was the first time Rachel visited this place, and then the last one involved you on your second visit.
Huh?
Oh, and there was another one right after Freya got her draft approved.
Can you show it to me? Assuming you know how I communicate with my kind.
I never tried it, but let's see. You've beaten the main story of the game, but you haven't seen everything yet. I'm so confused right now. What? For a minute there I saw, okay, hospital coat, scars on his face, maybe because Gala, maybe he, like, lost some weight, or maybe the drink was changing him or something, so that's where, you know, for a minute there after, you know, doing this voice, for a minute there I'm like, okay, Gala changed. I'm like, wait a second, the bandage on the face, the scars, that, you know, nope, it Neil. Motherfucking Neil. Alright, well, that's it for this game. So hopefully you did enjoy. It's been a 3-part series over on YouTube. And, yeah. So, as you can see there, there's basically episode 2, or we call that basically Coffee Talk 2. If you are wanting me to bring it to the channel, and if you did enjoy Coffee Talk 1, let me know. Consider liking and sharing and subscribing. Okay? Means a lot. Be a part of this community. Be a part of this family, as I call it. So anyway, thanks for watching. Love your beautiful faces. And I hope to see you in the next stream or video. Peace out. Okay.